Embracing freedom and fulfillment in later life. 9 things that lose meaning after 70. Reaching the age of 70 is an important and often contemplative milestone in life. By this point, many people have experienced a wide range of experiences, from professional accomplishments to personal milestones. Life has conferred wisdom, resilience, and a better grasp of what is actually important. However, with all that life has provided, it is also time to assess what no longer has value, things that may have previously motivated us but now appear unimportant or stressful. As we begin this new chapter, it is critical that we let go of what no longer serves us and instead focus on what provides us with contentment, joy, and peace. This is the time to be more real, embrace simplicity, and prioritize our own happiness. This will allow us to shed any excess weight that has accrued over time. The following are 9 things that become useless around the age of 70, coupled with practical suggestions on how to let go of these responsibilities and live a lighter, more meaningful life. 1. Worrying about the opinions of others. Many of us are conditioned throughout our lives to be very concerned with how others see us. We attempt to meet the expectations of family, friends, colleagues, and society at large. The acceptance of others, whether through work accomplishments, personal choices, or social position, frequently influences our decisions. However, as we become older, this concern becomes less important. By the age of 70, the importance of other people's opinions has diminished. At this point, you've gained enough life experience to understand that no one else's view should determine your worth or influence how you live. This increased understanding provides freedom rather than conforming to cultural conventions or seeking external acceptance. You are now ready to accept your genuine self fully. You have the wisdom to see that true contentment comes from living in accordance with your values, rather than those imposed by others. Consider the moments when you made decisions based on how others perceived you. Did your choices truly bring you happiness? Consider the liberation that comes from making decisions based purely on what feels good to you. Whether it's how you dress, where you live, or how you spend your time, you have the right to choose your pleasure over approbation. This is your opportunity to live your life on your own terms, free of the opinions of others. Letting go of this load frees you to recover your inner power and live more genuinely as you. Let go of the desire for external validation. You'll discover a profound sense of serenity and delight in simply being yourself. 2. Accumulating material possessions. In our youth, many of us placed a high importance on acquiring material belongings, whether it's buying a house, a new automobile, or stocking closets with clothes. The desire for things frequently represents prosperity, security, or achievement. However, as we become older, the significance of worldly possessions diminishes. By the age of 70, it is evident that accumulating more possessions does not bring contentment. In reality, accumulating material items can be stressful rather than enjoyable. As we get older, we may notice that we've spent years accumulating objects that no longer serve us or clutter our living spaces. These artifacts may have sentimental value or signify past achievements, but they can also weigh us down. Maintaining a home full of stuff takes time, energy, and mental space, and the things we own frequently end up possessing us. Now is the ideal time to reconsider your relationship with material belongings. Consider what actually brings worth to your life and what you can let go of. Take inventory of your home. Is there anything you've been clinging onto that no longer serves a purpose? You may no longer use the furniture, haven't worn the apparel in years, or have gadgets sitting idle in a drawer. Decluttering may be a tremendously liberating experience. When you get rid of physical possessions, you make space not only in your home but also in your mind and emotions. You'll discover that making room for new experiences, memories, and friendships is far more fulfilling than holding on to material possessions. After all, the joy of life is found in relationships, meaningful experiences, and personal progress, not in material stuff. 3. Maintaining social obligations that no longer provide joy. In the early stages of life, there is frequently a sense of responsibility or obligation to attend social events, participate in gatherings, and maintain connections, even if they no longer offer joy. Whether it's courtesy, a desire to maintain relationships, or a sense of obligation, we frequently say yes to things we'd rather not do. However, at the age of 70, life is too precious to waste in settings that no longer fulfill us. It's critical to understand that it's totally acceptable to say no to social commitments that deplete your energy or don't resonate with you. At this point, you are free to prioritize your own happiness and well-being. There is no reason to feel guilty about accepting invitations or withdrawing from relationships that no longer reflect your values or objectives. Have you ever attended an event out of obligation, only to be emotionally exhausted afterward? Imagine the freedom of just participating in social activities that offer you joy and fulfillment. You now have the freedom to choose how you spend your time and energy. Whether it's spending time with close friends who encourage you, attending a gathering that matches your interests, or simply relaxing at home, you have the right to make decisions that reflect your actual desires. By carefully selecting the social connections that bring value to your life, you will discover that each relationship grows more important. When you participate in activities that are truly meaningful to you, you will feel more present and engaged. This isn't about isolating yourself, rather it's about being purposeful with your time and energy. 4. Chasing society's standards of beauty. Society has historically valued youth and physical appearance as indicators of beauty. From magazine covers to advertising, we are constantly assaulted with messages that associate beauty with beautiful skin, toned bodies, and a young appearance. For many people, the pressure to conform to conventional beauty standards can lead to a lifetime obsession with looking young or concealing natural symptoms of aging. However, at the age of 70, the pursuit of these external norms loses its importance. Wrinkles, grey hair, and other symptoms of age are not to be embarrassed about. They are proof of a life well lived. Each line on your face conveys a tale. Each grey hair represents the wisdom you've gathered through the years. Instead of viewing these marks as faults, consider them symbols of endurance and growth. As we age, real beauty is less about our physical looks and more about the traits we embody: confidence, kindness, grace, and sincerity. These are the characteristics that define us as truly beautiful, regardless of age. People you like are likely to emanate warmth, knowledge, and compassion rather than conform to society's restrictive standards of beauty. Letting go of society's beauty standards allows you to appreciate yourself exactly as you are truly. You no longer have to feel pushed to conceal natural signs of aging or adapt to unreasonable expectations. By accepting your body and looks with love and appreciation, you may break free from the never-ending cycle of attempting to fix something that was never broken. Your attractiveness at 70 and beyond is a reflection of your life, spirit, and internal power. 5. Holding on to activities that no longer bring fulfillment. Throughout our lives, we all establish routines, hobbies, and activities that once made us happy. However, as time passes, these hobbies may lose their significance or become more of a chore than a source of pleasure. After 70, it's time to rethink how you spend your time and let go of things that no longer delight you. This does not imply abandoning everything you once loved, but rather taking a deeper look at whether particular activities still make you happy. For example, you may have formerly enjoyed playing a weekly bridge game with pals, but now find it tiresome or unsatisfying. Perhaps you've been a member of a group for years, but no longer feel connected to its mission. It is acceptable to withdraw from these activities if they no longer benefit you. Letting go of outmoded routines makes room for new passions and interests. You may notice that as you get older, your priorities vary and you are drawn to different types of activities. You may discover a passion for art, gardening, or writing that you've never tried before. You may discover satisfaction in spending more time with your family or in peaceful thought. The objective is to allow yourself to evolve and grow. Life after 70 still offers plenty of opportunity for discovery and fulfillment. By letting go of activities that no longer bring you joy, you create space for new experiences that are more in line with who you are now. 6. Tolerating toxic relationships. Although relationships are important in our lives, not all of them are healthy or fulfilling. Over time, you may have kept certain relationships out of responsibility, even if they pulled you down or caused you stress. However, after 70, there is no reason to put up with unhealthy relationships that sap your vitality and emotional well-being. Toxic relationships can take various forms, such as a buddy who continuously criticizes you, a family member who spreads negativity, or an acquaintance who makes you feel insignificant. These connections frequently leave us feeling exhausted, anxious, and unappreciated. Walking away from toxic relationships, however, is not an act of selfishness, but of self-care. You deserve to be surrounded by individuals who encourage, support, and bring happiness into your life. Let go of poisonous relationships to make room for healthier, more meaningful ones. It enables you to invest your time and energy in relationships that promote your well-being and happiness. Have you ever felt lighter after spending time with someone who actually values and respects you? Those are the relationships that matter the most, the ones that make you feel elevated, loved, and understood. Prioritizing these healthy connections can improve your quality of life and foster deeper, more meaningful bonds. 7. Comparing yourself to others. Comparison is sometimes referred to as the thief of joy, and with good reason. Throughout our lives, we are prone to comparing ourselves to others. Whether it's a neighbor's seemingly ideal family, a friend's financial success, or a sibling's accomplishments, we often find ourselves comparing our own pleasure and success to those around us. However, by the age of 70, we've realized a crucial truth. Everyone's journey is unique, and comparing ourselves takes away our personal delight. There is no single formula for achieving success, contentment, or happiness. What makes one person happy may not make another person happy, and that is fine. Your life is unique to you, and your path reflects your decisions, experiences, and ideals. When you let go of comparisons, you can truly appreciate your own experience. Instead of comparing your worth to others, appreciate your own successes, no matter how tiny they appear. Recognize the significance of your experiences and lessons learned along the way. Focusing on your own path allows you to live more truthfully and be more pleased with who you are. 8. Clinging to outdated goals. When we were younger, we often established lofty goals based on societal standards, personal aspirations, or our own desires. These objectives could have included establishing a successful profession, achieving financial security, or obtaining prominence in a specific field. However, as we age, our priorities change, and some of those goals may no longer seem relevant or important. After 70, it's critical to reassess your ambitions and identify what genuinely matters to you. It's absolutely acceptable to let go of ambitions that no longer reflect your principles or desires. For example, you may have formerly aspired to ascend the corporate ladder, but now realize that spending more time with loved ones is considerably more rewarding. Perhaps you formerly intended to amass fortune, but now favor experiences and memories over monetary accomplishment after changing your goals. In this period of life, you can focus on what gives you joy, calm, and a feeling of purpose. Your goals should represent who you are now, not who you were 20 or 30 years ago. Letting up of outmoded objectives allows you to live more intentionally and pursue the things that are actually important to you right now. 9. Feeling guilty for prioritizing your own happiness. Many of us have spent much of our lives putting others' needs first, whether it's caring for family, performing professional duties, or meeting the expectations of friends and loved ones. As a result, we may feel guilty when we finally find time to focus on our own happiness. But after 70, it's time to let go of that guilt and accept that your pleasure is just as important as everyone else's. You've spent decades helping others, and now it's time to contribute to yourself. Prioritizing your personal well-being is not selfish, rather it is vital for your emotional, physical, and mental health. When you take care of yourself and engage in activities that make you happy, you can be more present and meaningful to the people you care about. What causes you joy? Is it traveling, spending time in nature, trying a new pastime, or simply unwinding with a good book? Make it a priority. You deserve to put your own pleasure first on your priority list. You will not only enrich your own life, but also the lives of people around you. Conclusion: letting go for a lighter, more fulfilling life. As you age, you realize that some things no longer carry the same weight they once did. By letting go of these burdens, whether they are others' opinions, monetary goods, poisonous relationships, or cultural expectations, you free up space for what actually matters. This is the time to live lightly, consciously, and joyfully. Enjoy the independence that comes with this time of life. Concentrate on the people that make you happy, the events that satisfy you, and the small pleasures that give life purpose. By letting go of what no longer serves you, you can experience greater serenity, purpose, and fulfillment. This is your trip, and it deserves to be experienced fully, truthfully, and with an open heart. Let rid of what is holding you back and embrace the freedom to live your greatest life. Thank you for watching the whole video. If these stories inspire and motivate you, please leave a comment below. We greatly appreciate your feedback, and thank you for your valuable time.